Good morning. Happy Friday. Woohoo! It is time for just a word from the Word. Our passage this morning comes from the book of Luke, chapter 8, verse 56, and I'm reading from the King James. And her parents were astonished, but he charged them that they should tell no man what was done. Admittedly, I laughed at this verse. It tickled me. Jairus, however you want to say his name, comes to Jesus and says, "My daughter is very sick. Would you heal her?" Jesus says, "Absolutely. Take me to your house." In the middle of all of that, the woman with an issue of blood, an issue that she'd had for 12 years, reaches out, grabs the hem of Jesus' garment, and is healed. The delay, something about that delay stuff. The delay was apparently enough that by the time Jesus and Jairus got to the house, Jairus' daughter died. By the time they get there, there's mourners, wailers that have gathered because she was dead. They were grieving. I wonder how many mourners that there were there. Don't know. How many people were in Jairus' home? Don't know. There were people there. How many people around Jairus heard the mourners? You ever stop to think about that? And Jesus walks in and says, "She's not dead. Stop your mourning. Get out of here and go on." You can't tell me that those mourners didn't leave that home and go tell somebody that there was some cray-cray man walking in that house telling them that the girl was not dead. You can't tell me that that didn't happen. You know it happened. And so Jesus takes Peter, James, and John, and they go to the girl's room. They shut the door or shut it off some way, somehow. Jesus says, "Rise, little girl, little sweet baby." And immediately she wakes up. She's risen from the dead. She's hungry. And Jesus, this astonishes me. Jesus looks at Jairus and his wife and says, "Don't tell anybody." Right, sure. Yeah, okay. And so I laugh. Every time I get here, I laugh because I think everybody already knows. Everybody already knows that she is dead. And the next time that they see her, she ain't going to be dead. They're not going to bury her. They're not going to put her in a tomb. They're going to know. So why? Why did Jesus tell them, "Don't tell anyone"? Have you ever thought about that? I have. And I have pondered that and pondered that and pondered that. And I have my theory. I'm not going to share that here because I don't know that it's biblical, and so I don't want to share that. But I do want to pose the question: why did Jesus say, "Don't tell anybody"? And so I'm going to ask you a question. I know, not fair, is it? You're wanting an answer at this point, aren't you? I prefer to think that the girl herself is a living testimony, that nothing had to be said, that when people saw her, they would know that a miracle was done. That's what I prefer to think. But here's your just a word from the Word. After all the laughter, after all the questions, here's the question. Is your life a living testimony? Do people watch you and know by your actions, by your attitudes, that you serve the one true God? Will people know who you are even when you don't tell anyone? Do you show it? Jesus said that people would know that we are his disciples, not by what we say. And unfortunately, this is going to step on a few toes, not by how holy we dress, but by how we love others. When you love somebody, actions are going to show. It's going to be so much more than words. Don't tell anyone. Be who the Lord has called you to be. That's the bottom line. Let your life be your testimony, y'all. Don't tell anyone. Be the child of God. And that is this morning's Just a Word from the Word. Reminder, I will not be doing a devotion Monday morning. I'm going to take the day off for the holiday and enjoy. But have a beautiful day, an amazing weekend, and Lord willing, we'll see you Tuesday morning. God bless you.